Part 2. Azure Moon. Pegasus Moon. Valley of Torment.
These chapter titles are just getting more and more angsty, aren't they?
Having repelled the Imperial Vanguard, the kingdom must now supplement its meager forces. And so it requests reinforcements from Rodrigue, who is busy resisting Cornelia's army in Fraldarius territory.
Again, a very short and abrupt cutscene there.
You made it.
We received a reply from my father. You should read it too.
Gilbert has filled me in on the details. He tells me you are in immediate need of additional troops.
Oh wow, the letter's actually voiced.
I would like to say that I will gather reinforcements and send them to the monastery at once. However, I cannot afford to leave the front lines for that long. Would you be willing to meet us south of Fraldarius territory in Aelel, the Valley of Torment?
Yes, let's meet in that place that has a horrifying name. That's definitely going to end well. Though, I don't know, considering he's the father of the ultimate edgelord, besides Dimitri right now, yeah, maybe makes sense for him to like a place like that.
Aelel is halfway between the monastery and our territory. There, I will deliver the soldiers you require.
Aelel lies on the border between Kingdom territory and Alliance territory. Humans dare not approach that place.
He's right. In Aelel, we can meet up with them without our enemy ever finding out.
Once my old man delivers his soldiers to us, then our war against the Empire can finally begin.
The path ahead will be a difficult one, Your Highness. Deadly, in all likelihood.
True. But what's the point in wavering now? Father, stepmother, Glenn, and even Dedue. I am certain this will bring them great joy. I know if I can just offer them Edelgard's head. I just know it.
Again.
Aelel, the Valley of Torment.
Someone needs to ask him, will doing that really improve your mental state? Wait, what? Why did a generic soldier speak there? And it's Hilda's birthday. Unfortunately, I think I'm out of her favorite tea. Yeah, I don't have the berry blend. Well, that's not good. Unforgettable and brightening, maybe?
Wow, thanks for inviting me. Oh, wow.
I need to stock up on more tea leaves.
So delish.
Yep, that's not her favorite. Oh well. Yeah, the other two didn't really seem likely. Well, that's true of every post-time skip character, but I feel like either of these two, maybe. Honestly, I don't think either of those two fit her.
My mind keeps drifting today.
Yeah, probably because Dimitri's going crazy.
Wow.
The streak continues! Yes! I was thinking I wouldn't get that. And what do I have here? Well, everyone likes owl feathers, but I don't want to go... Happy birthday! Here's an animal feather. I've always found the name of this flower to be very creepy. Like, in real life. I'll just say that. No. Actually, she does like fashion.
I love it.
Yes!
Thank you so much.
And so, face looking. Anyway, we've seen this already, so yeah, I know this is her birthday, but yeah. Let's just, I don't know, end this.
Thanks for the tea. I hope you'll invite me again.
But yes, the perfect tea time streak with Hilda continues. That is all I wanted. Also, +1 charm to both of you is pretty good too. Byleth's charm is going to be so ridiculous by the end of the game. Oh, Hanneman's birthday. Okay. Double tea time. I've invited him to tea before, haven't I? Yeah. Heightens concentration,
My room
maybe?
works better for me, but thank you. Delicious.
Okay, that's not your favorite.
What?
You seem different in the fact that you're not different at all. Ideal Professor?
Yes, yes. Indeed.
The opera. No, you would hate that.
Indeed.
Don't remind him of Manuela on his birthday. That would not end well.
Yes.
Yeah, that one was pretty obvious.
The monastery holds so many documents in its library, yet certain facts continue to elude me.
Yeah, apparently Claude's route is a lot about exposing ancient secrets. Disagree. No! Stuff doesn't continue to elude you. Sigh? Oh.
Thank you for a wonderful time, Professor.
And that's even more charm. So what I was gonna say before I realized it was, oh, no more charm, okay. From when I realized it was Hanneman's... Before I realized it was Hanneman's birthday, what I was gonna say was that, so, like, in kind of, an, like, RPG supplement book that I've got, like, when it talks about creating your own, like, things with stat blocks, like, the highest level of charm is listed as ethereal beauty, and I get the feeling that by the end of the game, with all the tea time Byleth's having, he's gonna qualify for that level of charm. Oh, Felix and Ashby. Sylvain Mercedes, yes! Yes, 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 yes. I mean, I don't usually do supports in Monastery episodes, and this is probably going to be a Monastery episode, but Monastery episodes are definitely getting a lot less eventful now that I've pretty much shown everything you can do there, so I may as well do some supports.
Why, Lenato? Oh, hey, Felix. I suppose your thoughts are still with Lord Lenato.
And I approve! People must be angsty and edgy all the time, except Dimitri. He's gone too far even for my standards.
I'm fine. I'm just frustrated by how little I was able to do. I know he was trying to protect me, but Lenato never really told me anything. In the end, I don't think I understood his feelings at all. You said it yourself. Be more moderate in your passions. To me, he always seemed like a knight out of a story, and I was so caught up in my ideals. I turned a blind eye to his sadness, his hatred, even when they were right in front of me.
And that pretty much sums up Dimitri right now, which I'll go into after this support is over, but also, yeah, the thing that Ash needs to learn is the kind of knights that you see in stories, they're really just a fantasy. No one's really like that.
I guess I'm pretty far from real knighthood, huh?
And, like, there were works that deconstructed that even in medieval times, so people knew that for a long time.
Perhaps. Yet knowing someone well does not mean you know how they feel, whether family or friend.
He's talking about his brother, isn't he?
To know someone's sorrow and turn blindly from it, that is the act of a fool. But pursuing your ideals is not foolish. But before, you said... I said to be moderate in your passions, not to abandon your ideals. It's okay to be who you are. Thank you. Hearing you say that means a lot. Ah, I almost forgot. You lent me this. Oh, the book I lent you. I'm guessing you hated it? Actually, I already knew the story. My brother used to read it to me all the time.
Oh, and sad portrait.
Must have dug up some old feelings, then. I suppose. That's just what I'd expect the knight in the story to say. It's not just the way you talk, either. It's who you are as a person, deep down. Well, I think you're like the squire in the book. He's only half a knight, but he's bold and gregarious. And he always does his best. Don't stop being that half-knight, okay?
And that's probably the best compliment Felix will ever give anyone.
You got it. I'll become the kind of knight only I can be.
Wait, did you just call me half a knight? That was actually pretty good, honestly. Okay then. So, yeah, no, here's the thing that I was going to say about that. Looking back on it, and I think I've seen other people talk about this before, Leonardo's crusade of revenge against Rhea for the death of his son is definitely a parallel to post-time skip Dimitri, which is interesting looking back. But anyway, so let us continue the subject of Crest babies.
You're looking divine as always.
Well, that makes sense because she's basically wearing a divine outfit.
Good evening, Sylvain. Thank you for coming out to see me.
Just the two of us meeting at this time of night? You move quicker than I thought.
Hmm? I don't know what speed has to do with it, but there was something I wanted to talk to you about.
Ah, okay. I probably should have figured that out.
I can be so forgetful at times. I neglected to mention this the other day. I meant to say that I know you've been through a lot in this life.
Huh? Me?
Your parents have placed a great deal of pressure on you as their heir, and it's all because you were born with a crest. You've had to put up with such lofty expectations.
All of the kingdom's noble houses expect a lot from their heirs. I'm no different from any other noble guy or gal. We've all got responsibilities.
But didn't you mention that your brother envied you enough to wish you dead? I'm sure that wasn't easy.
Well, we fought him 5 years ago. You witnessed that firsthand.
Thinking about it, life was probably a lot harder for my brother than it ever has been for me.
Well, that's the understatement of the year. People have been making understatements of the year all the time in the post-time skip, but yeah. That was before he turned into a monster.
Didn't you also mention that women were only interested in having your, as you say, crest baby?
Yep, it came up again.
I'm not very interested in the particulars, but I get the feeling that you don't care very much for these women who throw themselves at you.
I'd appreciate it if maybe you kept that observation between the two of us.
Maybe that's why Sylvain only has B support with every woman except for her, Dorothea, and, who was the third one again? Ingrid, obviously, yeah, Ingrid. And you know what? That actually makes sense, because all three of them, like, Dorothea is a commoner who pretty much absolutely hates the nobility. Mercedes, we've seen that through these supports, and Ingrid is a childhood friend of his. So, yeah, they're three women who wouldn't think that of him.
Your secret's safe with me. I understand the pain you've had to carry.
I know you've got your share of bad memories too, but...
That's why you feel comfortable letting your guard down around me. Come now. That's enough with the sad smile.
Mercedes, was my sad smile really that bad? Did it ruin my dashing good looks?
Not at all. You actually look more handsome to me with honesty on your face.
Aw, here come the waterworks.
Don't be ashamed of crying. I'm here to protect you. Will you protect me in return?
I will. I promise. You know, Mercedes, you really are a special lady.
Okay, that's now overtaken Ingrid and Ash as my favorite ship in this game, just saying. Yeah, I don't regret that at all. That's amazing. Oh, and you have another support too. Oh, great. That's going to be a bit weird. I'm pretty sure he's going to flirt with her in this. Headcanon that happens before the, him and Mercedes A. But seriously, that was... Yeah, that was great.
Sylvain, good timing. There's something I want to say.
Like, that was probably my favorite support in the entire game so far.
Uh-oh. Did I do something wrong?
Well, you just kind of achieved romance with my best friend and now you're flirting with me. So yes, you did something wrong.
Did you spot me sneaking back in this morning? Or is it about that girl who got mad I kissed her sister goodnight? I can explain either way.
No, I'm not here to get after you about those things. Surely other people have that covered.
Nice subtle burn there, Annette.
What I really want to talk about is your behavior during our training sessions. When we're sparring, you're always passing on great opportunities to get the edge on me. It's almost as though you're going out of your way to make me think you're incapable.
Nah, I just like giving other people the spotlight.
Uh-huh. It's not that you took something I said to heart.
Wait a minute, he likes giving other people the spotlight? It makes sense that I haven't really been relying on him that much lately.
About how you don't have to work hard to be good at stuff and how that isn't fair?
I did take those things to heart. We're friends, right? I'd be sad if you started to hate me. There's just one thing I want you to remember. Guys like me, who hate hard work and sort of get by on our wits, it all falls apart eventually. I'm smart enough to know that. So, I respect people like you. I mean it.
Oh, is that sincerity? It's kind of creeping me out. It's just so unlike you.
Huh?
When you say nice things like that, I can't take joy in beating you. I want to beat you when you're at your best. That's why it bothers me so much when you don't try your hardest against me.
Let me put this a different way. I've always been treated like I'm special, and I'm not. At least, I don't think I am. I'm just tired of people thinking they know what I can and can't do. When everybody expects something of you, or envies you, it's kind of suffocating. I'd rather people think I'm dumb. Well, I mean, I can still be pretty dumb.
I have to admit, I have a hard time understanding where you're coming from. Just know that I want you to keep being great at everything without trying. If you stop being that way, I won't have any competition.
Competition, huh? I like the sound of that. Where the heck were you when I was growing up? If I had someone like you back then, I think I may have turned out different. And better, I mean.
Well, you also would have hit on her constantly, so it's a bit of a trade-off.
Anyway, I'd love to chat more with you. Would you like to grab some tea with me, or...?
Oh, sure thing. The very next moment I'm free. For now, I need to get to my magic training.
Oh, I see. Some other time then. I look forward to it, Annette.
And thus, they never had tea because this support doesn't go higher than B. And Mercedes is glaring at him, like, in the background. But, like, no, really, that A is like, no exaggeration. That's my favorite support in this whole game so far. So I could do a power... There's two of them now. Okay, then. Oh! I did hear that you needed Caspar to do her paralog, so I'm glad I recruited Caspar, but... Okay. I had a feeling their joint paralog would involve the Death Knight, but why Caspar? Well, I guess the Death Knight likes a good fight, and so does Caspar. I kind of wanted to do this one next, though. So, Mercedes really is connected to the Death Knight after all. They didn't have a special boss conversation in Chapter 12. But I do feel like I should probably take this opportunity to explore a little bit. I actually think another reason why exploring isn't quite as interesting this time is because there are no people to try and recruit now. So there's no real reason to raise my support with anyone outside of my own house, and the only way to do that, well, the most efficient way to do that is just to spam the dining hall, which obviously I can afford to cut out. So, yeah.
Speaking of which, these past 5 years, Lord Rodrigue worried for His Highness more than any other. But I wonder what he would say if he saw what has become of Dimitri.
Oh boy. Yeah?
I have a request.
Oh, I get the feeling that, yeah. They are, oh great. I think I had one of those and I may have used it on someone.
But I wonder...
Nope, I clearly lack the requirements. Okay, I definitely have enough white trout. Verona. I do not have Verona. That's gonna be annoying. Oh, I almost forgot that I still have to talk to everyone. But there's less people in the monastery though, so that doesn't take as long as it used to.
It seems Arianrhod, one of the kingdom's sturdiest fortress cities, has fallen to the Empire.
I knew that we'd have to take back that fortress eventually.
It looks like Count Rowe didn't resist, and switched sides to the Empire straight away, repaying all that the royal family has done for him with betrayal. How shameful.
Dimitri stands in the corner saying, betrayal. I haven't gone that far yet.
I am steeling myself to see my father again. I can't stand that old man. Yes, I do. Above all, I hate the crazed nonsense that comes out of his mouth.
Especially since he promoted that NPC from my paralog to become one of his best knights.
I have lived inconspicuously these past 5 years, so as not to be discovered by the Empire. To be able to finally return to the monastery again is overwhelming. I hope that our brothers and sisters who ran far away will also return one day.
It is imperative that we regroup with those who continue to resist. Most importantly, we must join up with the Fraldarius family.
Wait, there are still Fraldarius people still alive?
If we do, our ability to reclaim the kingdom capital is ensured. We should aim for this outcome, rather than focusing our efforts on the Imperial capital. This seems to me the best strategy at present, but I feel what His Highness feels. His hatred, his anger, so keenly, as if it were my own. So I find it difficult to oppose his wishes.
Yeah, it's interesting how people have different opinions on where to go.
Go away.
I'm sorry. Again, not to make light of Dimitri's issues, because I do think they're generally pretty well depicted, but, like, he does come across as pretty edgy sometimes.
The monastery repairs have made solid progress. Most excellent news.
Especially since they've unearthed my blood extraction apparatus.
When we first returned here, I was unsure what we were going to do with the ruins of this place. But if we can get the cathedral rebuilt, we'll have it looking just like old times soon enough.
It has been only 5 years, yet so much has changed.
Not including me, of course.
Half of the kingdom has fallen to the Empire. Skirmishes are rife throughout the Alliance.
Yeah, apparently on the Black Eagles route, half of the kingdom hasn't fallen. From what I've heard, nothing's changed except that the Empire has taken Garreg Mach, which is kind of weird.
Despite such tumult, we look upon the same sky, unchanged by the storm happening beneath it. Indeed. I gazed up at this same sky with Mother and Father.
Okay.
It does not feel so long ago at all.
Yeah, that's vague enough that if you don't know who Father is, it still makes sense.
But how would you know, Professor?
Yes, it's not like you were around thousands of years ago like I was.
I concur. Meeting reinforcements in the Valley of Torment seems an astute decision to me. In that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely that we will be disturbed.
Yeah, I get the feeling it's a trap. Like, at this point, my plot angst sensors are saying it's going to be a trap and Rodrigue's going to die.
It also means we will need to contend with those harsh conditions ourselves, however. Best ensure we are well prepared.
Heat. Oh no, it better not be a desert map. Like, I like the fact that they were restricting desert maps to paralogs earlier.
To the north of Garreg Mach lie the territories of the Cairn and Galatea houses, former lords of the kingdom. Even though their territory is being nibbled at by the Empire, they are still clinging to their neutrality. Since they only display enough force to defend their borders, I suppose the Empire has no incentive to attack them with any real strength.
Yeah, that's one way to avoid being invaded in a big war like this. Show that you don't particularly care.
Come on, I heard we're headed to the Valley of Torment. I'm not exactly thrilled.
Yeah, you and me both.
That place is supposed to be really, really hot. Just the thought of it makes me uncomfortable.
Well, your clothing's light enough that you probably won't have too many problems there.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Though, if our enemies attacked while I was here, that would be a pain too.
No, because you destroy them all.
Who names a place Valley of Torment?
Yes!
A more inviting name would have been nice. Valley of Endless Summer. Something like that.
Yeah, we're on the same page right now. Like, really, just... I love how they're lampshading the fact that it's like, oh, Valley of Torment. Yeah, that's a great thing to name somewhere.
Okay. It seems some of our friends believe that if we get those reinforcements, we'll be set for provisions, too. But I think it's best not to hold our breath on the food front.
Your portrait doesn't exactly match your map model, just saying.
With the added headcount from the reinforcements, there will be even more mouths to feed.
When she said a head count, it made me think that the reinforcements will all just be a bunch of 7 heads.
I don't know about everyone else, but heading to the Empire seems like a good idea to me.
Yeah, it's really interesting how different people have different views on this.
The search for Lady Rhea will be so much easier if we can just get the Empire out of the way. I suppose Dimitri might still pose a problem, though. He seems so fixated on the Imperial capital, but I get the feeling he's not even sure what he wants anymore.
Yeah, pretty true.
This is all a bit troubling, isn't it? The people from the kingdom seem to be of two minds as well. Can we really plan to fight when we're this unsure of ourselves? Well, Professor, I hope you can bring everyone together. You might be the only person who can.
Yeah, I'm not even sure she's sure of herself, considering how dark her post-time skip, like, selection quotes are.
Okay.
I think the kingdom doesn't seem to have clear goals holding them together. Different people have different priorities.
Well, I feel like the Alliance is even worse right now.
The situation right now is difficult. But at times like this, you have the opportunity to really shine, eh, Professor? You're in charge. Show them what you're made of. I'll do what I can to help.
Yes, I will have everyone eat meals together and then we'll all magically get along. Because that's how it works in this game.
Okay.
How's this? There are enemy spies around. Remain vigilant.
There's one right behind me. I haven't told her yet, but she's about to die.
Capture anyone who seems suspicious. I'm glad you understand. I'm counting on you.
Yeah, let's just make sure we keep everyone we capture far away from Dimitri, because if he finds them, he will just stab them a lot.
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Is everyone setting out on a big campaign? Not exactly. Ah, so you're meeting up with the reinforcements. Well, you can leave guarding this place to me. I'll keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Yeah, I wonder if fans speculate if he's like a dragon or something. Because that'd be pretty cool. Wait, what? What has happened to the fishing pond? Is it supposed to be doing that?
If we can take back the kingdom, we'll recover our soldiers. And some food and supplies too, I bet.
Oh no, you and Annette are on... You and Mercedes are on different sides here, that's not good.
Most importantly of all, there are people in the kingdom waiting for our help.
Like your mother?
Even His Highness understands that. I'm sure of it. Yet, he wants to take on the Empire despite all that. Do you think he just doesn't care about anything other than fighting Edelgard anymore?
No, really? You don't say!
He wasn't always like this. What happened?
Chapter 11 happens. That's pretty much it. Yeah, something weird has happened to the fishing pond at the moment.
By the way, the kingdom capital or the imperial capital? I don't know which is the right way.
So Ash is on Team Fence Sitter then.
If we tried to take on the Empire like this, would we really stand a chance?
Honestly, I think that's very true. I don't think we have the manpower to invade the Empire right now, and Dimitri will probably get us all killed if he leads us in that direction.
With House Fraldarius under attack, they probably can't spare many soldiers. On the other hand, if we did manage to take the Imperial capital, the war would be over. I'm no good at thinking through this kind of complicated stuff.
Thing is, though, I feel like even taking the Imperial capital wouldn't end the war. Like, I mean, in most Fire Emblems it works that way, but I had a feeling that was Cyril. Yeah, real life, not so much.
Gotta clean out the storerooms, tend the flowers, do the washing, dust the library. No, this is my job. Lady Rhea herself gave it to me.
Really? Did Lady Rhea leave this list, like, in her room saying, oh, by the way, Cyril, if I ever disappear, you're in charge of everything?
Even if Lady Rhea's not here right now, I still gotta do my duty. Like you gotta have other stuff you ought to be doing, yeah?
Like drinking lots and lots of tea? Hey, getting an advanced drill from Cyril would actually be kind of nice.
I never do get used to the sight of blood. It always makes me feel as if I might faint.
Stay very, very far away from Dimitri then, that's my recommendation.
I suppose I've told you that though, yes? I have no idea how you cope with it. I hope this war ends soon. I dislike being lightheaded because other people are bleeding everywhere. Though the thought of working hard for it does sound like quite a pain.
Please tell me that by sheer coincidence I actually planted Verona seeds? No. And I have no idea which of these seeds give Veronas. So I'm just gonna go down the list spamming everything. You know, it actually feels kind of sad that Bernadetta's room is empty now. And that there's no reason to go that way anymore. Oh, Anna?
Hey, how about a favor?
Find the secret thingy. I wonder if that's like a member card or something. Yeah, secret shop. Find Anna's missing item. Well, is there anywhere glowing on the map? Huh. Yeah, there is. While I'm here, though, I may as well sell a whole bunch of bullions. I think I haven't done that for a long time.
Will this one do?
Yep, 8 of them.
Many thanks.
Oh, wow, that's B rank. I was thinking that Mercedes could actually use that decently well, but that's going to require a lot of training.
AOL, the Valley of Torment. Oh, man. I really do not want to go there.
Maybe join Hilda's stay-at-home club, then.
That place is crazy hot. For guys like me, who grew up somewhere cold, man, it's gonna be rough. Though, I guess that climate will keep our enemies at bay.
I don't think it will. And yeah, he's wearing a lot of armor, so that's not going to end well.
Can you help me?
Oh, I thought I was going to say, don't tell anyone, but I'm actually an Imperial spy. Die, stab! Okay, search for rare Fodlan goods that will please the merchant from Elmira. Okay. Obtain some rare Fodlan goods. Well, we can't talk to him, so obviously we don't know exactly what those are. And there are no other glowing spots on the map. Except Byleth's arrow. Oh, wait, no, it's not the personal quarters. I was thinking, like, wait, Anna left her card in the personal quarters? Yeah, it's up there somewhere. Anna's secret thingy. Okay, then. So what is the rare Fodlan goods? Is that a battle quest or something? Wonder if they're from Anna.
Appreciate it.
And yeah.
Welcome.
Finally, we can actually buy stuff from Anna for once. And yeah, I had a feeling a lot of her things would be limited to one purchase only. Critical ring, evasion ring. Oh, plus 5 criticals actually not really that big a deal. Plus 10 evasion, though, is actually pretty solid. Because it's kind of like the equivalent of you being in terrain all the time. Speed plus 2. Well, that can help sometimes, I guess. Elixir. Master Seal. May as well grab one of those.
Thanks a bunch.
And as is typical of secret shops, she sells a lot of stat boosters. You know, considering that she's actually opening the secret shop, like, out in the middle of a real commerce district, maybe she finally took Jake's advice from Shadow Dragon and opened... No, that was Marth, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was Marth. Maybe she finally took Marth's advice to Jake from Shadow Dragon and opened it as a tell your friends shop. Okay, I get the feeling that she restocks every chapter or something. Also, that's a very generous convoy. Yeah, Sacred Stones only had 100 slots for the convoy. I ran afoul of that in the playthrough, I'm pretty sure. It is nice to hear Anna's voice again, though. It is definitely Karen Strassman as well. Oh, by the way, while I'm here, I should probably stock up on tea leaves.
Hello there.
This one, yes? I thank you.
No, I'm not biased at all. Well, I have no idea what those rare Fodlan goods could be, but right now... Oh, no one's on the 3rd floor either. Oh! Hang on a second. I do see a flashing spot. I may have realized the solution to that quest, at just the right time, because I was about to say, oh, it's probably a battle quest. Also, hi, Catherine.
Strategically speaking, our best move is probably to head for the kingdom capital. Though, I think it's more likely that Lady Rhea is in the Empire, so I would not object to taking the fight directly to Edelgard. There are no right or wrong answers in war. What do you think we should do? I hope with the goddess's guidance, we can make the right choice.
And again, because she's half of Byleth, we literally do have the goddess's guidance on our side. Zoltan's Beast Idol. Huh, interesting. I've heard the name Zoltan before. It might be a mythological reference, although I'm not entirely sure.
Yes. Gilbert was a knight to the royal family of Fargus? What was a man like that doing in Garreg Mach, I wonder? Who knows? Whenever I try to ask about it, he'd change the subject and avoid giving a proper answer.
Interesting. Though I get the feeling you were... Was she really... I don't know. Would she have really had her eyes on him? Although, I mean, she probably knew he was married. But anyway.
Professor, we weren't related by blood, but Randolph was still my uncle.
Wait, what? Really? That's the first I'm hearing of that!
Seeing him end up that way was... Never mind. It's nothing.
Okay, I'm guessing you find that out on the Black Eagles route. So, whoops, I probably missed out on a boss conversation.
It's fine. I don't need your sympathy. It's not like I had any real connection with him anyway. But Dimitri's methods... I don't know. I'm sure he never trusted me, being born in the Empire and all.
Interesting. Yeah, I like how they have unique reactions depending on what route you're on. But, yeah, that was, I had no idea that they were related, even if not by blood, so I'm guessing there's a special boss conversation there.
Nice job.
Incredibly popular with Almyran children. Okay, well, Cyril doesn't qualify anymore because he's not a child. And that's all those quests done. Oh, I haven't even checked out the guidance box. Please tell me there's not a note for Dimitri there that just says kill, 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 kill over and over and over again. Oh, Hanneman. Okay. Are we supposed to know about that place yet? Because I get the feeling we're not supposed to know about that place yet.
Singing is so much fun. Everyone should...
Am I doing all right? I understand.
Oh, Ash just ranked up Faith for some reason. Well, not for some reason. I know the reason. It's just, you know, I don't think it's going to serve much of a purpose with him. Oh, right. Before I do all that dining hall stuff that I'm probably going to cut out, I should probably check out what the weird light is at the fishing pond. Yes, let's put our bait in this giant weird light. Okay, so we can still catch the big one.
I concur.
Yes, I concur that you just use fast travel. Yeah, as I thought, Hilda isn't even on Byleth's close allies anymore. And I may as well just do the teaching here. Huh, we can't even instruct Dimitri at this point.
I have a question.
Me and all the other mages here, basically. We're all about to cast Hellfire on your face if you don't answer correctly. If you sing really loudly. Huh. Kinda tempted to choose this option.
Impressive. You know, you're a really good teacher.
Well, that was obviously right.
Professor.
Yeah, how about axe and brawling? I wonder if he keeps his post-time skip outfit as a War Master. She looks uncharacteristically angry there.
I don't believe this job is for me. It's more for someone with muscles.
Exactly. Just leave it to me. I'm gonna smash the rubble to bits and sweep it away.
Yes, I should probably just leave it all to people like Caspar.
I thought that of a
There,
special.
Finally finished. We probably could have done better if you took this more seriously.
No matter how serious I am, I simply cannot give that which I do not have to give.
I thought they have a unique conversation for that. Why am I not training Lances with Set if he can't even use his relic yet?
I'll do my best with this.
Oh, no new spells from that.
It's all instinct now.
So, today we are definitely battling. So it's either Paralog or hidden, whatever, monster thingy. I definitely think I'm going to go for that one next. And we also have a few supports that we can do. So we have, oh, Ashen, I might want to save the Annette supports for last. Yeah, I thought we had Caspar and Linhardt be.
Why am I having so much trouble fighting these tall guys? They're even stronger than me. You've got to help me come up with a strategy, Linhardt.
Is that not a waste of time? Even if I handed you a perfect strategy, something I've done in the past, you'd never follow it through.
That's because your plans are always so complicated. Come on, I need your help.
All right, I will share with you my tactical genius. I call this my secret plan.
You already have a plan? You really are ready for anything. So, what is it?
Land the first hit. Then keep hitting them hard and fast as you can until they stop hitting you back.
So, you're basically telling me to just fight?
Dodge their attacks, keep up the assault, then go for the knees. Done.
The secret is the knees?
Being tall means short people are closer to your knees. Exploit the enemy's weakness, Caspar.
Makes sense. That doesn't sound like my style, though. I don't really want to exploit a weakness.
Yeah, so Caspar is one of those honor before reason kind of guys. Maybe I shouldn't give him any effectiveness bonus weapons.
Then go ahead and continue losing. Or you can listen to the rest of my plan.
Yeah, I had a feeling there was more.
There's more? Fine. Tell me the rest.
Your defense is careless. The last bit of my secret is that you need to train in that area.
And that means using a lot of, what are those things called? Like the shells, on yourself?
I won't argue with training. Let's go.
No, I don't think we should...
It's been 5 years. You've got to be at least as strong as I am by now. Come on. You've even got that height advantage you're always going on about. You're the perfect training partner for me. Quit stalling and let's go.
Fine. I'll train with you, but only for a bit.
All right, Linhardt. Come at me again.
Caspar, please. I need water. I need water. I'm gonna go get some. Bye.
Huh? Hey, get back here. He got away.
And then Linhardt died. It's kind of like yeah, Caspar really is Akihiko. He's so similar to Akihiko, it's ridiculous. But yeah, it's kind of funny because in a way they do kind of remind me of Akihiko and Shinjiro if Shinjiro was like a wimpy smart guy instead of kind of just as much of a tough guy as Akihiko, but just in a different way. But anyway, Ingrid and Annette.
Ingrid? What's the matter, Annette? You look upset. I'm just so sorry. I had no idea.
Okay, I've already totally forgotten their C support, so I have no idea what she's talking about.
I'm not sure I follow. Take a breath. What's going on? Well, I was really curious about why you're not interested in things like makeup.
Oh, right, that.
So I asked some of our friends about it, and...
Glenn wore makeup?
Oh, I see. I imagine they mentioned that my family was fairly poor, and they probably also mentioned that I lost my fiancé. Correct? They did. I'm so sorry. It was thoughtless of me to try pushing those things on you.
It's perfectly fine, Annette. It's true, my family struggled financially. It wasn't easy growing up, but it taught me values I wouldn't have learned otherwise. And we weren't so poor that I consider myself deprived. I'm sure my family would have bought me makeup if I had wanted it, but it never mattered enough to me. Not then, and not now.
Especially with Mercedes constantly, and I think Dorothea constantly trying to sneak into your room and put makeup on your face while you're sleeping.
Oh, so you just never sought that stuff out?
Never. While I acknowledge it can be fun, fussing over my outward appearance isn't an instinct of mine. When I was younger, I'd usually be found covered in dirt, bugs in my hair, and a big smile on my face. Things haven't changed too much since.
That sounds exactly like Estelle from Trails in the Sky.
Then, when my fiancé passed on, my priorities shifted even further. It reminded me of what's most important in life. Beyond that, it's hard to think of myself changing without him around to see it, even if it's something trivial like how I present myself. But talking to you has helped me realize it's okay to loosen up and enjoy those things, if I want. So, thank you.
Me? Oh, I didn't do anything at all. Except pester.
More importantly, do you notice anything different about me today?
Yes. It's very subtle, but I could tell right away that you were using that makeup I gave you.
You could? Oh, that makes me happy. I was trying to apply it just how you showed me.
You did great, and it really suits you.
I think there's a lot I can learn from you, Annette. You've helped me embrace a lighter side of life I quite like.
It's my pleasure. Ooh, this is so great. Want to go shopping to celebrate?
Shopping? But what would we buy? That sounds so overwhelming.
Oh, don't worry, all the things we're gonna buy are invisible anyway.
There's a dress I've been eyeing for a while now. I'm certain it will complement your pretty eyes.
Invisible dress, that's probably not gonna end well.
Just leave it to me, Ingrid. I'll make you the most fabulous knight this world has ever seen.
Actually, hang on a second. Sylvain has already probably been working on inventing an invisible dress, hasn't he?
Well, that does sound fun. I look forward to it.
And now Ash and Annette. Why is it that Annette has a lot of decent supports that only end in B's?
Okay, now that you know the technique, go ahead and solve this problem.
Ah, I've got it.
Oh, this is the maths one.
See? Isn't it fun to learn?
Absolutely. You're great at this, you know. You really seem to have all the answers. I wish I could study and just soak up knowledge like you. How did you get so good at this?
Well, studying was something of a necessity for me.
What do you mean?
My father was one of the king's knights. One day, he never returned home. He just left without ever saying a word to me or my mother.
So, this is an incredibly relevant support to be getting right now.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Losing a father so suddenly? I completely understand.
Well, hers isn't dead, so it's a bit of a different comparison.
After he left, I thought a lot about where he might have gone. My father was a devout believer, so I was certain he must have come here, to Garreg Mach.
Here? Really?
You mean that guy with the same hair color as you, who I often see hanging around you, is your father? I never realized it's been 5 years.
That's why I was determined to gain acceptance into the academy. I needed to come here so I could search for my father. The problem was that I needed money to get in. Lots of it. And I didn't have any at all. So I entered the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad first, hoping I could somehow find a path here. I studied tirelessly until I finally earned myself a recommendation.
Oh, wow. So for you, studying has been like a way to meet your destiny.
So, like, she, you know, got so well known that word went around saying this girl is insane, man, and everyone took up a collection just to send her to Garreg Mach. No, that doesn't rhyme.
Destiny, huh? Well, yes, but it's a bit embarrassing when you put it like that. Now I have other reasons for wanting to keep trying hard. I want to protect all of my friends and allies here. I'm studying hard so I can be as useful as possible to everyone I hold dear.
You've worked so hard. I really respect that. I'm going to follow your example.
And that's it, okay. But yeah, it is interesting that, yeah, Annette started out only working hard just so she could meet her father, and then, she actually now has a purpose for studying.